Hello everyone, it's George and welcome back to Age of Empires Mobile. As a dedicated free-to-play player who played this game since the launch, I'm excited to share some insider tips and tricks with you. Stick around and let's dive in. Today we are going to speak about tips and tricks for a free-to-play players because as myself as a free-to-play player in many different games and even here I'm excited to share what I understand about Kingdom Builder games and, of course, in Age of Empires Mobile. First topic which we are going to speak is, of course, civilizations because that's the first choice you have to make whenever you are starting the game. For free-to-play players, my main advice in terms of civilizations would be to understand which troop type you are going to play, right? First of all, there is like four types: archers, there are swordsmen, pikemen, that's like all the history units, right, and some cavalry. So depending which playstyle you prefer to play, you are choosing the civilization, right? For example, if you like archers, you like more damage and being squishy. If you like cavalry, you would like to have more speed on to rush your enemies. If you are running with pikemen, you are dealing damage by counterattack, which means if enemy is attacking you, they are receiving some damage. And of course, if you like to play with swordsmen, you like to play with the troop type who are tanky and who deals damage by the skill, right? So this is the parameters which detailed explanation of each troops. So understand which one is for you. For example, I like to play with archers because I like to deal a lot of damage. That's why I'm choosing Chinese civilization. If I was going to play with the pikemen to counterattack, I guess Roman should be the choice, in my opinion, right? If I want to be the cavalry player to run around faster, French might be the perfect option. So try to decide which civilization suits your game plan, and plus, trust me, understanding which is your main troop type is really, really important. So I hope these small tips and small guides about everything for free-to-play players will be helpful for you, right? Let's say you choose being as an archer like me because you like to deal a lot of damage on the battlefield during wars, and you chose Chinese civilization, right? As soon as you are starting the game, you might see something really different from different Kingdom Builder games, right? Here in Age of Empires Mobile, of course, the structure of the game is kind of same as any Kingdom Builder games. You are building constructions, you are doing some skill research, you are upgrading some troops, right? But in the Age of Empires Mobile, we have a one different feature, which is villager feature, right? Even if you will upgrade the production building or build a production building, if you are not going to put the villagers inside the production building, you are not going to use those production buildings in a good way, right? And of course, you might say, who cares about production buildings? But trust me, as a free-to-play player in many different games, production buildings has a high worth because you are just simply playing the game and you are just getting some free resources, right? Now, in order for you to get more villagers, you simply have to build more houses, right? Every single house level increase will give you additional villager, and plus in town center, whenever you are upgrading town center, you are getting extra villager. So try to understand the villager mechanic because it will be really, really important, right? Of course, we are going to speak about town center in the same as every single Kingdom Builder game. The most important building which you are aiming to upgrade as fast as possible is town center, right? Of course, every single level of the town center gives us different kind of benefits. Like for example, on level 9 we are going to have second quarry, but of course even here we have some big milestones, right? For example, in Age of Empires Mobile, at first you have only one hero which you can use for your march. Then and at the level 17 you are getting second slot for your hero, and at the level and together it will be 3, right? You are starting the 1. So basically one of the most important building which you have to upgrade. Try to make this quest, because if you are not going to build these quest buildings, you won't be able to upgrade town center more, right? So this should be your one of the biggest aims to level up as high as possible all the time, because it not only gives you quite a big amount of power, but it actually gives you a lot of rewards and a lot of extra stuff which you are allowed to build after you upgraded your town center, right? And of course we have research here, same as in any kingdom builder game. We have economy tree and military tree. Of course, on a military tree you are upgrading your troop tiers, and on economy tree you are upgrading your resource gathering, building, and in general like economical stuff of your town, right? Of course I will stop at military, because as a free-to-play player, if you will start just upgrading every single troop type in the game, you won't even gonna have one troop type which is going to be strong, right? For example, I'm an archer player. First upgrade of the tier I'm going to do is of course archers, right? So that's why I have already had the veteran archers unlocked for quite some time, even 1 week. And in order for me to upgrade veteran archers to next tier to have senior archers, of course I need to upgrade the another troop researchers, right? But at first, always try to have your primary troop type upgrading the tier first, right? Because it will be the first troop which you are going to use, and of course, like, difference between every single tier is quite huge, right? And that's why having tier 5 archers is great. Of course, if I want to have tier 6, I need to have all the troops tier 5, but at some point the first tier 6 troop will be the archer, right? So basically try to understand, yet again, same as civilization, what would be your number one troop type, your favorite one, and here same in research. Upgrade this the troop type which you already chose whenever you chose the civilization. Of course, in economy tree there is quite good researchers which, if you will upgrade, will be great. Even some gathering ones, and of course, research speed, building speed is really important to upgrade, right? Because it increases the research speed and building speed of your current upgrades, and of course, for a free-to-play player, every single percentage is really important in this kind of games, because you don't have unlimited amount of resources and you need to work around with whatever you have, right? So we spoke about the constructions, we spoke about research, and we need to speak about the important aspects, right? Speed ups. Don't take it as a joke, but you will get the most amount of goodies and good stuff from the market, right? For a free-to-play player, to utilize the market is one of the most mandatory things which you can do in the Age of Empires mobile. You can see here the experience book, you can see here speed ups, you can see here a lot of amazing stuff which is especially great for a free-to-play player, because you have to utilize every single thing which this game is giving you kind of free, right? If it costs for like resources, try to buy everything, but of course never spend imperial tokens on the wandering merchant, because it's not really worth it for a free-to-play player, because there is a lot of new other stuff where you can put your imperial tokens, right? So try to get experience books. They are really valuable. It's not that easy to upgrade your hero's level to the max, because you will have to need a lot of experience books, and this is the another way where I think free-to-play players should be utilizing until the full potential. And of course, every single click in this store, you can refresh the store one time, and next refresh will cost imperial token, which I won't gonna be advising you guys to do, to try to do that, right? Of course, another thing which is really important for free-to-play players to understand, that the rewards which you are getting from every single event is really mandatory to do, right? Because generally you have limited resources, you have limited things which you can get in the game, and trust me, if you are not utilizing every single event which this game is going to give you, it will be super hard, right? And for example, one of those events is the King Derek event. This is one of the most free-to-play friendly event for this game, where you can simply rank up your hero for a free by just being a free-to-play player, rallying some troops on the map with your alliance members, and trust me, Now, this should be your one of the number one priorities, because King Derek is not only great gatherer, you can use King Derek in a many different aspects of the game, right? And honestly, it's always great if when game thinks about free-to-play players, where you can generally like unlock every single rank which hero has by just playing the game. So another really important event which you should never miss, especially at the start of the game, for the beginners, try to collect the item which will be important for you to get the King Derek medal. So the Giant's Bronze Spear, if I will use this item, the new enemy will be dropped on the map, and whenever we're gonna rally as an alliance, there is a high chance that every single member of my alliance rally will receive King Derek medals, and that's the way how you can generally get more medals and more tokens for the heroes, right? Since we are already into the hero section, we can generally speak about heroes, right? I spoke during the civilization aspect and even research aspect how important it is to understand which is your troop type, right? If you understand your main troop type, it will be easier for you to build around the marches, right? And as a free-to-play player, I will tell you it will be almost impossible to have multiple marches in a soon time. This is a grind game, right? At least have one good march as a free-to-play player and you will be great. You will be good to go, right? In this game, for heroes, we have military aspects like military scenarios, martial, warrior, and tactician. Basically, whenever you are building the march, you will have to have three heroes at the same type, like for example, three warrior heroes, or three martial heroes, or three tactician heroes, right? And of course, every single hero gives you a different stuff. For example, if you are a player like me, free-to-play player who chose to play as an archer, right? You are going to choose archer in the filter and warrior in the filter, because I think archer warriors are dealing high amount of damage, plus you are getting your free King Derek medals whenever you are doing the events, right? And basically you are choosing your three heroes, archer heroes, which are same military strategy, and you are building your heroes. It will be impossible for you to level up every single hero in this game, because you won't gonna have enough experience books in order to, for example, level up 5 or 6 heroes to level 100, for example. So your first march, first simple archer march should be Josephine, which you can get from the normal keys. Like the normal keys are the currency where you can open the chest and you can get some free heroes for free. Of course, it's random, but at least for a free-to-play players, it's something to get the heroes, right? Josephine is there. Josephine is archer. Josephine is warrior, which suits us pretty well, right? Of course, there is King Derek, which I have already mentioned. You can get like free King Derek medals, and you will be able to upgrade King Derek, and until you're gonna get something else, like you will have to play some time until you're gonna be able to get Attila. You can always use the epic hero Rui until you will have third legendary hero such as Attila, right? Here you can see the heroes have different specialities, right? For example, Josephine has archer and swordsman, same as King Derek. So whenever you are progressing and you are changing the heroes, like for example, at some point you are going to replace Derek and you are going to maybe put Mulan, right? You can use your King Derek swordsman speciality to build a swordsman lineup. So basically, if you are playing as an archers, you can freely play with swordsman too, because you have a quite good Josephine and quite good King Derek. This is the another way how you can simply utilize as being as a free-to-play player, just trying to focus on stuff which you can play in a multiple directions, right? And this is just one way, like for example for archers, there is like for example for swordsmen, swordsmen warriors, and well, surprise, surprise, we have Josephine, we have King Derek, and even like Herald the Third and Hammurabi is free to play friendly because you can get them from normal keys. So basically, this is like one way where you can build up your legions and build up your levels of your heroes, right? And of course, I spoke about Attila. We need to speak about Legendary Advent event. Almost every single week we have an event in Age of Empires Mobile, which is called legendary advent event. So basically, I would advise free-to-play players to at least invest some of their imperial tokens for the heroes which they want to get, right? For example, this week for my server we have Sid and we have Sanzu. Sid is cavalry and Sanzu is swordsman. For example, as I said, I'm archer player. If I don't see archer heroes here, I'm not going to spend my imperial tokens. It's simple as that, right? You are trying to maximize your chosen troop type as much as possible. Of course, as I said, at some point, at some week, you will have Attila here for archers, and if you have Attila here, try to get Attila because Attila is super amazing. Double attack, double normal attacks, like throwing arrows more often than usual. That's the perfect combination for archers. So basically, if you are swordsman player, you are collecting swordsman heroes. If you are cavalry, you are collecting cavalry heroes, and same as archers and pikemen, right? Even here we have some quests for legendary advent. If you are opening like 20 times, you are getting 10 free medals of chosen hero, and at the 60 mark, you are getting Tariq and Sid. Of course, these hero previews are changed on a different legendary advent event, and you are just going to choose where you want to spend your imperial tokens. So this is the tips for players. Just try to spin the spins, the legendary advent for heroes which are your main troop type, right? If you are swordsman, you might want to get the Sanzu. If you are cavalry, you might want to get Sid, and if you are cavalry, you might want to get Hannibal, which sometimes appears on a legendary advent event, right? So that's how you can generally get the kind of exclusive heroes which you can't get by the just simple gameplay. The features in this game which are really important to understand is Iceland Tactics, Apex Arena, and Military Exercise. These three features of the game is one of the most mandatory aspects for free-to-play players to understand, right? Iceland Tactics is really easy. Whenever you are progressing through the game, upgrading your heroes, you are fighting these quests. If you are going to defeat the challenge, you are getting some rewards, and by just spending time in this game, even if you are offline, you are getting some automatic rewards, right? And yeah, Iceland Tactics is great because you have store here and you can get pretty amazing like things from the store, right? The currency which you are getting is from the progression of Iceland Tactics. The store items which are mandatory to get is of course the skill legendary increase medals, or like this one, right? Every single one of them you should be buying, plus some forge receipts, epic blueprints. Like all the blueprints are really important, especially during beginning. You're gonna have a lot of currency of the Iceland Tactics. Just buy everything what you want to buy from here, even some experience books. Try to collect everything, and simply because as a free-to-play player, that's what you have to do, right? Because every single 1 week this store is being refreshed, and it would be really pity if you missed something from here, right? You are basically getting everything what's possible to get for you. As long as you are progressing through the Iceland Tactics, you are getting even better rewards. The next one is of course Arena, right? Arena is really easy to understand. You are building the lineup for your marches, and you are attacking other enemies. But the rewards which you are getting is some currency, and the most important thing is that with that currency you are getting universal legendary hero medals. So this is like one of the most important currency for a free-to-play player because it's really hard to get. Your number one priority should be to get 5 medals per 1 week and put on the hero which you chose to have and maximize, right? If you are archer player, try to put medals on archer heroes. If you are swordsman, try to put medals on the swordsman heroes, and that's how you are going to build your perfect march, right? Plus, even if you will buy some universal medals here until the max, pretty amazing rewards. So basically, you should never miss any kind of activity in Age of Empires Mobile. That's how you are getting a lot of stuff, right? The last one is of course military exercise. Well, another feature, you are progressing through this map, you are getting rewards. This is the reward is some military exercise tokens, and if you are not even playing, every single second you are getting more tokens, right? And even here we have the shop where you can get a lot of stuff like some speed ups. Research speed up is never a bad thing, but even here there is amazing reward, which is legendary skill upgrade receipt, which is like one of the most rarest things in the game, right? Of course, this is like things where you are going to get a lot of rewards as a free-to-play player, and those rewards are going to be really, really helpful for you, right? Of course, there is like many different mechanics in the game, which we can discuss in a video, but the video will be 1 hour long. Of course, we have to speak about VIP. VIP is great. Get daily rewards, get daily like points, because as long as you are progressing through the VIP levels, you are getting great rewards. I'm not saying put every single VIP, every single Imperial token to VIP to increase levels, because it will be nonsense. You won't gonna have enough Imperial tokens to level up, and at the point where it will be great. That's why at least make a one good March with 3 good legendary heroes, and then maybe think about putting some levels on VIP, right? And I think the perfect place for VIP levels should be the level 12, because you are getting legendary skill scroll every single day for free. Of course, legendary medal would be great, but that's like too far away, level 15. So like for a free-to-play player, you won't gonna have enough Imperial tokens to just get the good stuff out of VIP shop, right? So basically this is the reason why I'm not saying to invest in VIP medals, VIP points. So basically, I tried my best to make this video as simple as possible to share the idea how I'm generally always progressing pretty fine in Kingdom Builder games where everybody is spending some money, right? And yeah, as always, guys, I hope you like the video, and I hope like more future videos will be really, really interesting for you. As always, if you like the video, press like, subscribe, share. It gives me more and more motivation to make more videos for this game. I wish everybody an amazing day, morning, and night wherever you are. We are going to see each other really, really soon. Bye bye and luck.